Welcome to the Indian Newsling podcast by Praneeta Mahajan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Indian Newsling podcast. Today, we wanted to talk to you about the FIFA Women's World Cup. We're just a few weeks away from the big event taking place across many cities in New Zealand and Australia. And the energy and the excitement to the event is just building up. Indian Newslink has been following up the lead up to the World Cup and all the activities surrounding it and all the buzz surrounding it. We thought we'll just put it together and have a conversation about everything that has happened so far and everything that we can look forward to. So the first thing that I wanted to mention about this was how this event, the FIFA Women's World Cup 2023, promises to be an historical event on many levels. The first thing is that it's the first time a FIFA World Cup is happening in the Southern Hemisphere. This is the first time it is going to be co-hosted by two co-federations, which is the Asian Football Co-Federation and the Oceania Football Co-Federation, of which New Zealand is a part. This is also the first time that you would see 32 teams come together, which is the highest number so far. And in terms of viewership, the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup is forecasting to have more than 2 billion people watch this on their televisions, as compared to a 1.2 billion for the same event that happened in France in 2019. So that's a massive jump, and I feel that's a paradigm shift in terms of our perception of the sport, of women's sport in particular. And it's just so positive to see people embracing women sports people, just shine and come out of their own. And it's great to see the kind of support. Another landmark that the World Cup, the FIFA World Cup 2023 is setting is in terms of the ticket sales. We've already sold more than 1 million tickets across Australia and New Zealand, which is a very promising sign once again. Now, a statement that was issued by New Zealand Football recently said that the World Cup would definitely help untap the football potential across the Asia-Pacific region. It will deliver amazing crowd. The participation so far has been unprecedented, and the way we are celebrating women's game is something that has never been seen globally. So I think we all deserve a pat on our backs for doing that, for making that change, for establishing that. Now, another thing that really comes out of this is the regional benefit that this Women's World Cup is going to bring to New Zealand and all the cities that are the host cities for the event. Hamilton, for example, is one of the host cities, and we're going to have 5 games over the period starting the 22nd of July going up to August. Now, the amazing thing is the forecast, the economic forecast that we have. We are expecting more than $18 million to be put in through hospitality, through ticket sales, visitors. There are many things that are going to happen, and I think that's amazing how an event like this can boost the regional economies, boost the regions, give you better tourism. There are definitely a lot of facilities that have been developed, a lot of stadiums that have got new locker rooms, new facilities, which again are going to be forwarded on to our regional teams, to our local teams, and all the aspiring players can be in those same green rooms. They can be in the same arenas and they can have their sports, which I think is again a very big boost to their morals. So that is another possibility that has come out of it. And then, of course, the kind of support and the kind of business that it is generating opens up a plethora of new opportunities for our young players, our young girls who might be aspiring to be professional footballers, professional sports people. And that in itself is a very positive move, I think. And we should all embrace this moment and all just look forward to what all is coming around. Now, another very big positive again is the events around the FIFA World Cup that have taken place in New Zealand so far. So we started with a tiki tour wherein the World Cup trophy traveled across different destinations. So it has already been to the 32 nations that are participating. The trophy has traveled across the world and landed up in New Zealand. And we had a tiki tour wherein we shortlisted 6 venues across the Waikato and the Bay of Plenty, and many young girls, because the trophy went to a number of high schools, a number of public gatherings, places where people could interact, have a look at the actual World Cup trophy, take pictures with it. And I thought that was such a positive thing because these girls, they're playing at high school level. They're already part of their football teams. They're already planning their future. They're planning their future in sports. So to have an interaction like that, which is so personal, and wherein an organization like FIFA reaches out to local communities and brings about that change and starts those conversations, I think is a beautiful step forward. Another thing that happened were the panel discussions, wherein we saw a lot of sports people come out. We saw some of our legends in women's football come out and talk, and how we're making this way about the conversations and starting these conversations. One such panel discussion happened recently at the Caute Pacifica in Hamilton, and we had some great speakers. One of them was the FIFA referee Sarah Jones, and she mentioned something which I really want to highlight here, is how over the last decade that she has witnessed the game as a referee, how the sport has become a lot more refined, a lot more professional, a lot more intense, because the kind of training that these players are going through, the kind of trainings even the referees are going through. I was surprised that they need to have aptitude tests, they need to have their written tests, they need to have technical know-how, they need to have the physical abilities. So they have very intense programs wherein they need to work on their fitness, on their well-being, and there's a speed test, agility test, core strength test, flexibility training, aptitude training, and only then a referee is selected and is there on the field, something that I think most of us just overlook. But these conversations about how women's sports is now being seen in a different light and a lot more positivity is very encouraging, because I saw many young girls who were not more than 15 or 16 years old coming and witnessing and being a part of these conversations. And it was a very, very positive thing that we are able as a community to bring this together for them and create a platform where we can have these conversations about the changing perspective of women's sports across the globe. And I think that is a huge boost to empower our future generations, and it'll definitely accelerate and unleash the creative spirit and help women usher through a new era in sports. Now, another thing that I want to highlight is how the narrative is changing around sports, especially around young players. We are seeing a lot more people enter leadership roles. We are seeing a lot of people taking lead in the arena of sports, and that is being highlighted through this Women's World Cup 2023. And New Zealand is very lucky to be the center of all that attention and the place where this change is being ushered in. So we need to get this momentum going. We need to make sure that we help our young minds navigate the sporting world, help high school players figure out their next steps towards professional soccer, football, or any game that they want to take up. Again, a very positive role model that has come out of this is the first female Secretary General of FIFA, Fatima Zamora, because she has shown how women in leadership roles can also make a difference. And that's very inspiring and very motivating for all the young girls out there. So, on that note, on the basis of all these positives that are coming in and all the milestones that we are celebrating as a nation and as a world, I would just request all of you to please go ahead, buy your tickets, go support the favorite teams, and let's just be part of this change and embrace all the positivity that is coming our way, It's a beautiful time. The tickets are very reasonably priced, and the events are going to be full of energy. It'll be great if you have a young girl in your family. Just take her out, show her what women are doing and how sky's the limit. And now, yeah, I'm very excited about this. And I want to thank everybody that is already doing their part. We will definitely keep following it up, and we would love for you to be a part of this journey with us. On that note, thank you so much for listening to us. You can definitely read about all our stories on our website about the FIFA World Cup 2023, and we'll keep you posted as and when the stories develop. Wish you all a very good day. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Indian Newslink podcast by Praneeta Mahajan.